Sup shooters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an artist, a band, a group that I'm familiar with. We've got ourselves a new title from VADER 2.0 and his band Loner. Switching over to here, this track is called Failyou're. I'm very excited for this release. I'm very excited for it. Do not give up, do not give in, cease never, be forever. Those you love are counting on you to endure. Let's do this, start to finish. Let's go. Those early 2010s down-tuned guitars vibe, man. Oh, those would be 7 or 8 strings, wouldn't it? Drums are nice and punchy. Really, I love how grim and moody this riff is. Heavy as hell, man. I'm liking how the instrumentation is standing by itself. I'm looking forward to VADER coming in though. VADER 2.0. Man, we're rolling on this riff, I dig it. You know, I gotta admire that audacity, I dig it. Like, not that I think it's a bad thing that we only have instruments for like 40 seconds, but the reality is nowadays, a lot of people are very kind of wary of not having the vocals come in on, like, within the first 10 seconds, you know? Like a concern about intracore or any of that sort of... No, I think it's cool to have the riff. If the riff is strong enough, here we go. Shout out to VADER 2.0 for including the lyrics in the video. I have a lot of love for that. Also, like, this guy, the kind of the growling and the kind of like screaming stuff he does, he makes it sound effortless. And it's actually incredibly difficult to get technique like that. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. It requires a lot of training and patience and care. You gotta really take care of your vocal cords, and it's just being annihilated by this. Just the song is really well performed by both the instrumentalist and the vocalist, and it's really fun to listen to. That brutal grind, man. It's so guttural. These dropped power chords in combination with these vocals are just so stunningly heavy. You know, occasionally, like, if there's a lot of this, I'll be like, right, where is going to be like a lead line or something like that. But you don't need it when you've got like vocals like this. You're kept entertained by it. I'm liking these kind of like growly, cunny, rappy bits interspersed like in between these kind of like more kind of dominant like main growly vocals. It's dope. It's a nice contrast this late into the song. I really enjoy it. Yeah, don't mess around. You gotta take these guys seriously, dude. Those staccatos on the rhythm section. Phenomenal. It just held there. That tension was abominable. It was horrific. They just wanted that message there. You concede our victory. They just wanted that shoved in the listener's face. Whoever they're aiming this track at, they want it shoved there. Bit of wordplay there. I dig it though. That was crazy, man. That was a hell of a ride. I want to go back to the start of the song to get more of a feel of that first. I think I missed out. But yeah, no, there's gonna be no gonna be no moral ambiguity this time. Oh, I get it. So they're like a sheep who's kind of been like brainwashed into believing something that isn't real, and basically Vader's like, hey, no, actually, you know, you're the prey. Damn. They didn't take the threat seriously enough. Oh, so he's talking about the grind. So he's talking about like everyday life and how people just get sucked into an illusion of things being okay when in reality people are just tools to make money by large corporations and stuff like that. Or at the very least, we're just tools for other people to abuse, and we're kept happy enough that we don't think anything's wrong. When in reality, things are terrible. I kind of understand where this track is going. And this guy's just trying to sort of like help you to figure it out in a way. And maybe whoever they're talking to has just been a little bit too aggressive in their rebuttal of it. And it's just they've just got to be taken down a peg by Vader and Loner. Yeah, I understand the story now after taking another look through it. Usually I try and like stick to a first basis listen, but for these guys, you know, they're great musicians, and I wanted to give a chance to sort of like understand their view and their message. And I'm glad that I did. No, this is a very good single. I have a lot of love for what VADER 2.0 and Loner are trying to accomplish with this. It's a very professional music video. I don't know a lot about how to make music videos, so I don't really comment on them. But the imagery, how everything's sort of very slickly edited together, is very interesting to me and kept me engaged. But more importantly, the music was just filthy. It was like someone writhing around in the sludge and getting kicked. It was, you know, to avoid a very cliched word when it comes to metal. Well, you know, it's very, very dark. The thing I like about what VADER 2.0 and Loner do is that it's not just, oh, things are horrific. There's like a sort of a weird kind of optimism where it's like, no, you are going to get there. I'm going to drag you into the light and you are going to get the hell out of this. And if you don't, nothing's going to stand in our way, and it'll be better when you're gone. It's ruthless, but at least they've got a direction, right? The instrumental work was pretty on point. I think that it was cool, especially at the end where like you kind of lost track of, like in that interlude section where like you lost track of the groove, you lost track of the time signature, you lost track of when anything was, you just became disoriented and disillusioned. I think that was very powerful, especially going back into that hook. It kind of solidifies things and put you in a state of mind. You're like, oh, this is what I got to focus on. And that's what you want to happen with a hook. You want the listener to focus on that hook immediately. You don't want there to be any wiggle room for them to get distracted by something else. You know, this is how it needs to be done with music and all that. I have a lot of love for what's been done with the song. And again, I think that the vocals were done in a way. I'm glad that we layered them and tried different combinations of different vocal ranges and styles. I'm glad we had like the kind of like the rappy growly stuff as well as the like the traditional kind of stuff I'm used to from VADER 2.0. And I think that it was dope and well treated. They went up and down, and there was care taken and little shifts that kept it engaging throughout. Really powerful single, you know. You know, when you got something between 2 and 4 minutes like this, exactly, you know they're thinking about their single length. They fit a hell of a lot into this. For these guys to have been able to have a 40-second instrumental and to still have managed to fit an entire story into that 2 minutes 20 is something to really appreciate and be proud of. It's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, I can't really fault the single. I want to in a way, because that's part of being objective, is being able to sort of see, right, there's at least something that I can say that would help these guys to improve. But the reality is I think they've found a sort of niche for themselves and it works for them. I think that it's great what they're doing. I would like to see these guys like some of that stuff was sounding quite progressive. I'm wondering if these guys will continue with the style of genre of music they're doing, or if they'll branch out to other types of metal. But where they are at the moment is dope. It's cool. and I think they've got the chops to continue with it. So I wish VADER 2.0 and Loner the best of luck. Thank you for watching this review of Failyou're. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do go check out VADER 2.0, social medias and YouTube alongside Loner Band, and stay cool, stay safe. Remember to support your local musicians and artists as point in time, as I need all the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Catch you next review. Spider hands up.